You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll give it to the back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was...
And he's running in the open. He's inside the 40. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He wants to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Quarterbacks and receivers have got to be on the same page with respect to hot routes and sight adjustments. And those always happen when DBs come blitzing and they come running free like that. You can't put that one on the offensive line. It's on the QB and his receiver not being on the same page.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
He couldn't connect on that 44-yard field goal attempt, so now the offense will take over at its own 27. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. The run to the right. And the Gators will keep this drive going. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality. And that's what you want to see from this unit.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
He looks that one in nicely. Still on his feet at the 45. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Motion from the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass on second down. Working that left side now. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
What's important in this game, this offense, gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He'll just keep slinging it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
He rifles one deep down the right side. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 72 yards, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. First down to start the drive after the break. Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, And the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Rides to the back. Open space at the 25. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the point after is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is
picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there, forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He's got an open man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. He's going to pass. Looking to scramble. Working on the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers in that position? Are they going to get great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn. That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
Fast motion from the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Bryant. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking to pass. Lets it fly. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Back to the air one more time. Feeling some heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Yeah, in 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. The official says no good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Running it to the right. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the 1st down marker.
I don't know what you want to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the block, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
Now on 2nd down. Now the play fake. He fires one deep over the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
I'll tell you what, safeties in today's football now, it changes, right? You used to be big hitters that spin down all the time and have to play the run. Now with so much pass, so much spread, you better be able to cover. You better be able to have some speed. Great job sitting back in zone coverage, breaking on the football, and going and getting that INT.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. A strike downfield. Nothing but green ahead. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And once he got loose, it was all over. Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff. Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He fires it out to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Florida! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on it. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to run it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bryant. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Big time throw in that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Going up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Andrews. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. No huddle here for the offense.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. They're going to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Andrews. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Hurst coming off the edge, the free. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Trying play action. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Even after that penalty, the defense can still get after them on a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Dances away to buy time. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling the quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gators in the hurry up. They'll try the run. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely